You've probably been hearing about the food groups since you were a little kid, which means that if you're like me, you've been ignoring the food groups since you were a little kid. But now, they're kind of important. As a diabetic, nutrition is even more important than before. First, we'll talk about what everyone should be eating, and then we'll discuss the other nutritional options for diabetics. First of all, everyone should be eating a balanced diet, regardless of whether they're diabetic or not. This means eating dark green vegetables, whole fruits, whole grains, low-fat dairy, and oils in proper proportions. This also includes limiting saturated fats, trans fats, added sugars, and sodium. Some people advocate for low-fat or low-carb diets for diabetics, and for some people, these work, but not necessarily for everyone, because everyone is different. The most important thing is to make sure you're getting all of the essential nutrients you need. So before you try altering your diet at all, talk to your doctor first and see what they recommend. Plus, you can't go wrong with the standard balanced diet. But one thing all diabetics have to do no matter what is count carbs. Carbs break down into glucose, so we determine our insulin doses based on how many carbs are in food. Fat and protein also contribute to changes in blood sugar, but the insulin we use is designed to take maximum effect at the same rate as carbs are metabolized. So when you eat, make sure to look carefully at the labels of your food and check the carbs per serving. In addition to proper nutrition, staying active is a big part of being a healthy diabetic. The national standards for everyone under the age of 17 are 60 minutes per day of activity, which should include aerobic, muscle strengthening, and bone strengthening workouts. For instance, playing volleyball or basketball for an hour can get your heart rate up and strengthens your bones and muscles. For adults, 150 minutes per week of moderate intensity activity or 75 minutes of vigorous aerobic activity are recommended. Your goal should be to meet or exceed this level of activity. But there are some extra things that we as diabetics have to think about. For instance, some diabetics tend to see their blood sugar drop while they exercise, while others see it go up. This is why it's really important that you check your blood sugar before you exercise. If you're below 100 milligrams per deciliter, eat something before you exercise. If you're above 250, check for ketones and correct for the high. Wait to exercise until you're at a safer level. While you're exercising, you're going to want to check your glucose levels every 30 minutes to make sure you haven't fallen below 70 milligrams per deciliter. If you do, stop exercising and eat something. Always make sure you have something with you to raise your blood sugar. When you're done working out, make sure to keep checking your glucose levels for the next few hours, because strenuous exercise can cause lows even hours later. So to recap, it's more important now than ever that you eat a balanced diet. There are alternative diets you can try, but be careful, and always monitor your glucose levels to see what the food does to your body. It's also vital that you exercise in order to keep your body healthy, but make sure you're prepared in case of a low blood sugar. So stay safe, and remember to stay sweet.